Hey there, fellow marketers, Professor Wolters here, and today we're here in Edinburgh, Scotland. And today we're going to talk about some of the basic digital marketing and social media marketing metrics that you should know, so you know if your website's doing well, or your social media is doing well, these kind of things. Because there's a lot more than just the number of subscribers and likes you have to really show the healthiness and well-being of your website or your social media feeds, okay? And the first metric you'll hear a lot is what are called hits. And a hit is any time a browser opens your website. Now you could think that's great, all those hits we're getting, people are coming to see us, but no. Hits aren't necessarily people. Hits are anytime if a search engine opens up your page to see if there's an answer, or anything opens up, a bot opens it up, that counts as a hit. Therefore, as marketers, hits aren't really important to you. What are important to you are page visits or page visitors. Those are the number of actual people who go and visit your website. And it's better because it's actually a human response versus bots doing it. And when I talk about visitors, what you want to think about in terms of visitors, those are like the unique people that visit your website. It's not your grandma going there and refreshing your website 2,000 times to get 2,000 hits. No. Visits are the unique people that go there. How many different people are checking out that site? So for a website, they want to make sure that, look, we have 2,000 different people visiting this versus just one person doing it. So it's another one of those metrics to show like how much reach you actually have, how far out are you actually going. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is what's called click-through rate, or you might say the CTR. And the click-through rate is basically the number of impressions that your website or your video or your whatever actually has, that people actually click on it and they click through to the actual site. So if you're probably watching this on YouTube, right? And so if you're watching on YouTube, you might have a bunch of videos down below that are showing up, or videos over there on the side that they're suggesting to you. So how you calculate that click-through rate is how many times do our videos show up on the sides and how many times do people actually click on it. So if you think of it that way, if there's 3 Professor Wolters videos on there and you click on one of them, then we have a 33% click-through rate. Okay, so 33% of the times people are actually clicking on one of our links, on one of our videos, things like that. And the thing is if you look at that number, it lets you know hey, are we reaching out to people? Are we making a connection that are actually clicking on our videos or clicking on our website? So basically, if you're looking at the number side of it, it's the number of clicks that your ad gets over the number of people that were exposed to that ad, okay? Now, another thing you're gonna hear a lot is what's called a bounce rate. And a bounce rate is basically the number of people that only visit your site for one page and then leave. What this does is it shows search engines that, hey, look, if people are leaving this website really quickly and they're not visiting more pages on that website, it means that probably that website wasn't the right answer to their search, okay? And what the search engine will do is say, hey, this website is not answering that question, so we shouldn't serve that as a possible answer. So if you see that your web page is getting a very, very high bounce rate, like most people are just leaving right away, you have to ask yourself, why are they coming to my site and what am I not answering in that website or in that blog? Because you see that, hey, they're clicking on it and they're staying there. We have a low bounce rate. Okay, we're doing something right. But if you have a high bounce rate, we have to figure out what we're doing wrong. Are we not answering the right question? Is the title not linking up to what we're talking about? That's why clickbait is actually bad for your website, because people might click on it, but then they leave right away because they find out that it's not what they want. And therefore the search engine will say, you know what? Bad content. So if you're looking for the math version of that, it's the number of visitors who only visit one page of your site versus the total number of visitors to your site. Now, the next thing I want to look at is what's called the conversion rate. And the conversion rate is the number of people who actually do something that you want them to do over the total number of visitors. So if you want people to subscribe to your channel, if you want people to buy something on your website, you're going to look and see look, we get, let's say we got 4 million views last month on Wolters World, right? And on there, the subscribers, we only got 20,000 subscribers. So in terms of our conversion rate, how many of our views turned into subscribers? Well, you have that 20,000 subscribers divided by 4 million views, and that gives you a kind of a conversion rate. Amazon might look at it in terms of how many people come to our website then actually buy something. So there's different ways you can look at your conversion, because it's going to depend on what you're trying to convert people to. Is it sales? Is it a specific kind of sale? Is it a subscriber? Is it a like? Things like that. Like, let's test it out. Click that like button. Let's see if we get a good conversion on our like ratio. And then we look at what's called abandonment rate. And the abandonment rate is how many people stop doing something on your website, like in the middle of it, divided by the total number of visitors your website gets. So for example, Amazon really looks at the abandonment rate. It sees that, look, this many people are actually putting stuff in the cart, but they don't actually buy. We're going to kind of compare these things. How can we get people to convert? How can we get people to not abandon their carts in the middle of the shop, the Amazon shop? And that's why you'll see them send you emails to remind you, hey, remember you were trying to get that Wolters World shirt, huh? Don't you want to buy that now? Don't forget it's in your cart. They do that to help lower that abandonment rate so more people are buying when they visit the website instead of losing them that way. So those are just a few of the really kind of key social media and digital marketing metrics that you should know. Now, there's a ton more out there, but I think these basic ones are kind of like give you a nice basic idea of what you need to know. And if you want to learn more, actually like YouTube specific metrics that are important, we actually have another video that deals with that. But I thought this would be a nice, good, easy start for a nice, easy little social media marketing video. So if you want to learn more, hit that subscribe button. Let's convert those subscriptions, huh? And hit that like button. Look, conversion rates. Hey, let's bring those up. And please don't abandon us. Don't do that. Anyway, I wish you all the best and bye from Edinburgh.